Okay, well, good afternoon, and thank you once again. Well, Dr. Spada, thank you so much for having us, accepting the invitation to come out with us today, here at the fifth CLIL Symposium. And well, if you could please just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from the University of Toronto in Canada, where I teach in the program in Language and Literacies Education.
Okay.
And I teach courses in second language learning and second language teaching. My work has always been in classrooms, doing classroom research on how languages are learned in different classroom settings.
Okay, thank you so much. And what brings you to Colombia?
I was invited to come to attend the fifth CLIL Symposium, and I was absolutely delighted to accept the invitation, never having been to Colombia before, and here I am.
And here you are. Well, in terms of your presentation per se, what are some highlights would you like to share with us right now?
I think in terms of the presentation that I just gave, the plenary presentation, I think the highlights, so I guess the main takeaway message from that presentation is basically that you can't get 2 for 1, and that you need to be able to focus equally on language and content, and work very hard at integrating them in order to achieve the greatest success for both in CLIL programs.
Okay, thank you so much. And just getting an idea, it's your first time to Colombia.
Yes.
Hopefully it won't be your last time.
No, hopefully not.
And what kind of tips could you leave us here in terms of bilingualism? As you know, Colombia, we have quite aggressive programs in terms of bilingualism. We have others that are not so aggressive. But in terms of integrating content as well as language and making that fix there, what are some ideas, or what are some maybe 1 or 2 tips that you could leave us for the Colombian teachers?
Well, I think, first of all, CLIL is very different than bilingual education programs, right? So, bilingual education programs are much more expansive in terms of coverage of the languages. So I think that, but regardless, for both programs, I think that it's important, first of all, to make sure that the students are maintaining their first language strongly, that they're maintaining both the language and their literacy skills in their first language, because they transfer very well to second language learning and vice versa. And so I think that working on very strong language skills and literacy skills in both the first and the second language are absolutely essential.
Well, thank you so much, Nia, for being here with us. Thank you so much for accepting the opportunity to share your ideas and experiences in terms of bilingualism, looking at some differences as well as similarities in both approaches. And I look forward to seeing you in the very near future here in Colombia, or maybe even in Toronto.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.